Hello, beautiful people, and welcome. It is tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, glass of wine, beer, whatever it is you want. Put your feet up, get yourself comfy. Let's have a little look what is going on. This is a general reading for the collective, for everybody, all signs, not timestamps, not per sign, for everybody, general guidance. All right, my beautiful people, let's have a little look what is going on as we come to this last couple of days of June. This is for the next week, okay? This is the energy that we're in currently for the collective. This is the Tower of Dreams, and I'm Julie Poole. Hello. All right, my beautiful people, let's see what we've got. Okay. Well, we've got two tens coming out. We've got the 10 of Wands with the 10 of Cups. Okay, 10 of Wands is the end of struggle, the end of hardship, the end of what has been a burden and hard and heavy. Okay, let's find out some more. Oh, with the Star. Look at this. This is nice. Oh, okay. Right, we've got the Palace of Wands. We've got the Moon in the middle. Okay, that's the centre of your reading, is the Moon. We've got the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Truth, as I call her. The Page of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so the Queen is there with her page. All right. Now, well, this is interesting. I want to get your themes as well, just to find out a little bit more. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle. That's the Tarot of Dreams, by the way. And all the cards I used are linked below in the description box, along with the links to my website, my books, and things like that, okay? I am open for bookings at the moment. Okay, there are a few left. I think there are about 5 left. Okay. Alrighty. So, Wisdom of the Oracle. We've got Message in a Bottle, Soulmates, and Milk and Honey. Ooh, ooh. I like this. This is good. All righty. Okay. Right. Let's have a little chat. Come closer. Okay. The middle of your reading. Let's start here with the Moon. All right. The Moon. What's hidden? What's unseen? Our feelings, our intuition, our hidden emotions. It's also about our fears and insecurities, because we can't see clearly, can we, in the moonlight? You know, we like to see clearly. I like to know exactly where I'm going and why I'm going there, and then I feel safe. When I'm not quite sure, I feel uncertain and a bit unsafe. So the Moon is here, bringing everything up to the surface. All right, so whatever's going on underneath, you know, they're showing me a swan and a duck, actually. I'm seeing a pond with swans and ducks gliding across the surface like they haven't got a care in the world, but underneath those feet are paddling furiously. It's like, what's going on underneath that you're paddling furiously? Now, they're just giving me several examples here. For some of you, at work, you look like you're completely on it, that yes, I've got everything absolutely down to a T, but they don't see that you are working your absolute backside off in order to be able to achieve that sort of serenity. They're giving me a more gentle example now of people that meditate, that, you know, they're in the world and they're very zen and they're very content and they're very, you know, yeah, but actually they probably spend 3 hours a day meditating to be able to get into that space. It's like, right, what's going on in the background in order to be able to appear that calm? This is an interesting message that's being channeled through here. Okay, so they're saying, right, okay, thank you. Over the next week or so, what you're going to find is a lot of stuff coming up to the surface that on the surface, you would say, I didn't know that. But if you feel into it, you're like, actually, I had a feeling. Actually, yeah. The sort of thing where, you know, somebody like a friend or a partner says to you, I'm really struggling. And you're like, I did not know that. And then you kind of think about it and go, well, actually, they've been a bit off for a while. And I've noticed some of it, but I hadn't kind of joined the dots. Right? So, okay, that's interesting. This is a week of joining the dots. That's what they're saying. Okay, right. So we've got the Queen of Truth here. So there's truth coming out. You're joining the dots. You're finally looking at, they're saying finally, like these, they're giving me these words, Spirit, okay? You're finally looking at what is hard and heavy, what is a burden, what is a struggle, and what am I going to do about it, because I've had enough of it and I want it to come to an end, right? Some of you might have been working very hard on a project at work or at home, and that project is coming to an end. Some of you, a relationship might have been going through a very challenging time, and now it's kind of coming out the other end because the truth is coming out. We're talking, we're sharing. We've got the page here. We've got 2 pages, all right? Pages are the messengers. So it's information coming out. And that's what's helping with this moon to bring it all up to the surface. So I want to go to these for a minute, all right? So we've got, let me come up here and talk to you, right? The message in a bottle. That stork, bringing the bottle. The stork represents upgrades, improvements, births, rebirths, fresh starts, promotions. It's always an upgrade, an up-leveling, right? So there's a message here coming through for you. Now that could be with the 2 pages, an actual message. Somebody is sending you an email or a text, or on social media, or picking up the phone. God help that we actually speak to somebody on the phone rather than send a text, which would be nice, yeah? And also this is spirit coming through, talking with you, giving you messages, all right? Now those messages don't always come like they do for me, words in my head. They can be guided to watch a video, read a book, guided to arrange a cup of coffee with somebody that then tells you something that was really helpful for you. Messages can come through dreams. They can come through, just be open, okay? They can come through multiple directions. So the messages are coming through here. Now, we've got the soulmates card, which I love, all right? We've got 41. See the face in the background, the face of the universe on these 2 beautiful penguins. Who doesn't like a penguin? Oh, they're so cute, aren't they? 41 is a 5. 5s are about change. They can be a little bit uncomfortable sometimes, that change. So we're really looking at this information that's coming up, right, with that moon, is to do with your soul and you. Okay, your first relationship's always with you, but also with that which you would consider to be a soulmate. That might be your partner, it might be a good friend, it might be a family member. So we have got some kind of shift here happening in terms of significant soulmate relationship, and that is linking in with these messages. However, this is the outcome, all right? Milk and honey. Now, milk and honey, do you see the rainbow there? All right, the rainbow comes after the storm, doesn't it? Yeah, so if you've been going through a stormy time in your relationship, that is going to come to an end, all right? The sun's going to come back out, all right? There's this beautiful little baby elephant playing, all right? He's back in the fun, playing in that bowl of milk and honey. This represents the sweetness in life, the good stuff. And the fact that the rainbow is here is saying, right, the stormy times are over. All right, that's what that 10 of Wands is, where it's felt hard and heavy. That is releasing now. It's all coming up, it's coming out, and I'm understanding because I've got more information. The information that was hidden is now coming up, and so I can action it. Now, this 10 of Wands that's been hard and heavy, struggle, okay, in whatever area of life, might be your work, might be in your relationships, might be in your health. This is shifting, right? And that Page of Cups underneath it is a messenger, an information, the beginnings of an offer, because it cups, that's going to make you happy, all right? So we're shifting from what has been hard into, oh, the sun is coming back out again. The happiness is coming back out again. And with that Palace of Wands in the middle, my power is coming back out again, okay? The Palace of Wands is a place, an environment where you are in your power, where you are energized, enthusiastic, passionate, excited, in a really good place after what has been hard and heavy. We're getting into a good place here, all right? So this stuff that's coming up is really helpful. Now we've got the 10 of Cups, the happy card, the happy ever after card, the roses round the door card, all right? There's always the family, the mum and the dad and the 2.2 kids and the picket fence and all that sort of good stuff, right? Not everybody considers that happiness, but, you know, it's represented on the card as that. There's also pets in here and beautiful greenery, and, you know, it's a lovely card, all right? So what we're doing is we are being aware of what has been difficult, we're shifting it, and we're focusing our intention, because the rainbow's coming out, the sun's coming back out, on my happiness once again, and being able, because it's next to the star, to get back into my light. And the star is also a healing card, it's a restorative card. Your light that might have been dimmed, and that's the thing with the moon, you can't see as clearly, it's a bit more dim, isn't it? Is coming up and out because of the clarity, because of the extra information. Okay, so we've got messenger, 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 3 messages. So I want you this week to be really open to messages and information that's coming through, okay, in multiple different formats and ways. Now the King of Wands is here with his palace where he lives, and the King of Wands is entrepreneurial energy, managerial energy, dynamic, determined, powerful, passionate, positive. He's the I can do it king, right? I am doing it king. Get out of my way king. He is sorting it. So you're in your power. You're in your power to allow everything that wants to come up with these messages and information to come up, because the truth shall set you free, as Jim Carrey says. The more we know, right, the more we can take that action on what we know. Knowledge is power. You know, when we're ignorant, which is not the same as stupid, ignorant just means lack of knowledge. Okay, I didn't know. How can I do it if I didn't know? All right, that we're having that knowledge coming through, that we then can move into this beautiful starlight, right? This is hopes, wishes, dreams, and as I said, healing energy. So after what has been hard and heavy, I can now restore, I can lift, I can come back into me and into my light. Now this star is rooted down with the Queen and the Page of Swords. So clarity, truth, honesty, communication. So I'm sending that email, I'm making that phone call, I'm writing that letter, I'm researching, I'm looking for the information, and I'm bringing that information to my Queen, who is then going to action it with her sword. She uses that sword, it's very sharp, to cut through illusion, confusion, doubts, fears. She is all about this logic and intelligence and sharpness. Sometimes she can be a little bit too blunt, okay? But she gets to the point, and that's something that is often buried with the moon. Like, what was the point? Yeah, what are you trying to say here? I'm confused. She is about clarity. I'm not confused anymore. I've gone right to the point. You know exactly what's happening. Right. Okay, good. So everything is becoming extremely clear this week. All right. We're going to allow it to come up, get into that clarity, get into that focus, and get into that truth. Okay. Looks really nice. Let's finish off with some angel and unicorn cards for you. Okay. This is the Oracle of the Angels. Final messages for my beautiful collective for this coming week, please. Thank you so much. Okie dokie. Never alone and transformation. All right, 2 beautiful cards. Let me get the unicorn card out as well. This is the magic of the unicorns. Okay. Not all of those. No, I'm going to put, that one. Okay, thank you. All right. We've got the violet flame. Let me come up here and talk with you for a little minute, okay? The violet flame, number 26, is something that I have been working with since about 2000, about 25 years. And I used to teach it when I was teaching classes on spiritual growth and stuff. The violet flame is an anti-negativity, anti-depression, clearing negativity out of the way energy. It's very high vibration. Everybody has access to it. I literally want you to imagine a flame that instead of it being yellow, like fire, I want you to imagine it being violet, right? And imagine this flame coming around you, particularly with that, if I can pick it up, 10 of Wands, okay, hard and heavy. Right, now the hard and heavy is finishing. We're going to wrap ourselves up in this violet flame with the intention of it transmuting, dissolving, burning off any negativity. So the words that I use that you might want to copy, but use your own if it don't feel right, is I say, I am invoking the violet flame to transmute all negativity from in and around me. And I say it 3 times, and I visualize that violet flame moving around me, literally like grabbing hold of any negativity, tiredness, frustration, fed upness, and burning it off. So the intention is I'm clearing it so that I can release into my best self, right? I don't wake up always like bouncy and happy, okay? Sometimes I wake up like, all right? And then I'll invoke the violet flame, okay? So it says, invoke the cosmic diamond violet flame, transmute all that is not love. Now, I like those words rather than saying transmuting negativity, all that is not love, because negativity is all that is not love. It's an absence of love, that's all it is, okay? When we're in the energy of love, we glow up. So, invoke the violet flame, transmute all that is not love from in and around you. I say it 3 times, and then I say, it is done, so be it. All right, that's my little mantra. So I am invoking the violet flame to transmute all negativity, all that is not love from in and around me. It is done, so be it. Thank you. That's my little thing. Or I say it 3 times. So try that. It works, okay? Now, in addition to that, you've got the angels holding you in a little bubble of light. All right, you are never alone. Number 12 is a 3. It's about growth and expansion. So the angels are with you, holding you, helping you transform and release, because that is what you've been doing. Transformation. And look at those butterflies coming off, and do you see, if you look a bit closer, you see the net around her? That's representing where we feel trapped or stuck or held back, and that is being released up and transforming like a beautiful butterfly. Nice. And I'm sure this is to do with Chiron doing something at the moment. All right, Chiron is the wounded healer. That's one of the it's not a planet, it's what is it? It's not, I know this, but it's gone out of my head. It's an asteroid, I think, or something like that. But it is very powerful, okay? And it invokes what we need to heal, to come up and come out, so that we are free and fresh to be able to live our best life. Okie dokie. All right, my beautiful collective, that's what I have for you for this week. I hope it was helpful. If it was, do me a huge favour, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm in the middle of doing your readings the next few weeks, all right, through July. They're not for the month of July, they're just for the next few weeks, okay, but it's during July. They're being recorded at the moment. Your money and career for the end of June and into July is all up. I'm going to link it up here, all right, so you can check those out. And I will see you again next weekend. And thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Lots of love. Bye-bye.